One of the most common questions I get is, how do I market my scenarios? It's another way of asking, how do I sell more copies? How do I get my scenario to copper, silver, electrum? It's a great question, and usually I'm all about intentionality. Why do you want to sell more copies? Who are you trying to sell more copies to? Today, we don't care about any of that. We want numbers to go up, because damn it, it's satisfying. Greetings, Miskatonic Repository. Heinrich Mohr here to share my own list of tips and tricks to help you market your community content scenario on DriveThruRPG. It's a lengthy topic, so we may divide it into 3 parts. Today, we'll focus on 3 interconnected marketing ideas: conventions, listservs, and cheerleaders. When we think of conventions, we often think of them as a great opportunity to play games. But they're an even better opportunity to run your scenario. If we just focus on publicity though, it's not immediately clear that this is a great idea. It isn't very efficient for one. Even if you're running for multiple tables of 6 players, you're still only reaching about 12 to 24 players per convention. Running your scenario at online conventions helps somewhat. They are a lot cheaper to attend, and when I started out, I did online conventions exclusively. A weekend with good friends, Miskatonic Repository Con, Con of Champions, Albacon. There's no shortage of online conventions. You might check out the website Rolling Boxcars, which maintains a list, and I'll drop a link to that in the doobly-doo. But even so, how do we get those players to buy your product, to take that additional step? Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you give it away for free. Rather than thinking of the number of sales, think of the quality of the customer. Getting one customer who will buy a copy of everything you ever write, and maybe put in a good word with their friends, is a lot more valuable than even a table of 6 players who each might buy your scenario once. So consider running your scenario, and then giving it away for free. Players often like to know what they missed out on, or how a scenario was intended to go. So they appreciate getting a copy and getting to see. Moreover, if they like what they see, they may just decide to pick up some of your other scenarios. After all, you ran a fun game and gave them a free scenario. For many players, that's reason enough to support you with another sale. But how do you give your players a free copy? DriveThruRPG has a handy option under Account and Promotion Tools to send a complimentary copy. But for that, you'll need the players' emails. That takes us to the second marketing tool, listservs. Players usually don't mind giving you their emails, especially if it's so you can send them a free copy of your scenario. Make sure that this is optional though. I give players my email so they can email me first. That way, no one feels pressured at the table, and you might even chat a bit about the game over email. When they do contact you, you'll have started creating a listserv of folks who decided to sign up for your game, then decided to share their email with you afterwards, and did so in order to get a free copy of what you wrote. That listserv gives you a ready source of potential customers for your products. Now, this list is not for spamming. Folks are going to block you quick if that's what you're about. I email my listserv once, maybe twice a year. Once for when a product goes on sale, and another to ask for reviews of that product. Usually, I'll also use it if I need playtesters, although then I'll simply write a subset of the list. Oh, and in case you're wondering, all of my friends and family are on this list as well. Nothing wrong with letting your mom support you. Now that we have a list of folks excited about your scenario, we can go to our third marketing tool, cheerleaders. I strongly believe that you need to be your own greatest cheerleader. But that doesn't mean be your only cheerleader. Having other folks run your scenario is an excellent marketing tool. First, it is a force multiplier. Same benefits as running your own scenario at conventions, except now there's more of you. Second, it shows that other people have been so impressed with your scenario that they want to run it. Third, the person running your scenario is now even more invested in your success. Fourth, and maybe most important, it's incredibly rewarding. Seriously, when my scenario Unremembered was run on Into the Darkness on YouTube by Alex Sun, it meant the world to me. When I found out that they decided to do so after playing Unremembered because one of my friends ran the scenario for them, that really brought home the power of cheerleaders. Mind you, you don't need someone to spontaneously decide to run your scenario. You can just ask them. You can also offer to run their scenario if they'll run one of yours. That's one of the things we do at MRCon, both among us convention organizers, but also through our guest star keepers and through our participants. Give it a try. You might just be surprised how many fans you have. That's it for now. Running at conventions, creating a listserv, and recruiting cheerleaders. 3 interconnected ideas to start your marketing from the ground up. So what do you think? Good ideas or too much hassle? Please share your thoughts and experiences on running your scenario at conventions, or submit other marketing ideas in the comments. In the future, we'll be talking about a lot more ways to market your scenario, including bundles, discounts, actual plays, and other tips and tricks. I hope you'll tune in. Until then, stay tuned for more.